Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided to try Detective Grimoire. I've not played this game. I bought it quite a while ago, so I honestly don't really remember what it's even about. But in theory, it's good. I was trying to play a different game, but I cannot for the life of me get it to launch on Steam, and I don't know what's wrong. I will have to try and figure that out, but for now, we've got this. And I have been treating myself to some wine, so a little bit of a flush in my cheeks here. a little tiny bit tipsy. Let's I don't know. I don't know. Without further ado, let's see what this is about. Tap to create a new save file. Slot 1. Area the beginning. Challenges 0 of 7. Alright. Sound is important. You will need sound to properly experience this game. I have sound. That's very loud. Oh my goodness. I forgot I had my computer volume turned way up. Okay. That was overwhelming. It's very, very interesting. I like the style so far. I think it has voice acting.
2025 last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here?
I'd visit a swamp.
I don't get it.
Depending.
Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in this swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see what matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
Ooh.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
Convicting
No, look,
an
come on.
alien, eh?
How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
You've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? Heh, there's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
It's really good voice acting, actually. Police file. Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Oh, is that the wound? 3 small wounds to the chest. Gotcha. And the footprints? The suspect is kind of adorable.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Very fancy.
Boggy
Wine
is the
glass.
name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
It's got really nice animation. Chapter 1, a swamp full of secrets.
Your case file's in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
You don't sound that enthusiastic about it, though. Swamp Dock. You got a nice hot coffee
Back
there?
so soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
What do I do?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Getting rusty, I see.
First day on the job.
Don't panic, I'll go over the basics. First of all, you can examine things you find in the swamp by tapping on them. My advice is to be thorough. You won't regret it.
What about the suspects?
That's simple. Just tap on anyone you meet and begin talking to them.
Also simple.
You'll eventually be able to choose from a list of topics.
It's also how I talk
Some
to
of
people
which
in real
might
life.
not be available at first. So you'll need to visit each suspect several times. My advice is to
Be
be...
thorough and I won't regret it. Yeah, I got it.
Constant
Talk to everyone
vigilance.
about everything.
If you must put it so bluntly, you can move around the swamp by selecting walk mode with the button on the bottom right, and then choosing a direction.
So, wait. What's the button on the top right?
That's the most important button of all. It opens your case file.
Yeah.
It's where you keep
Oh,
all...
I remember. I keep all my notes in there. Everything about suspects, clues, and the areas I've been to.
Precisely. If you get lost, read through your case file. It should help you decide what you need to do next.
Good luck. Thanks.
Back so soon, What's troubling you?
Your mustache is
Your
troubling me.
mustache is troubling me. That thing seems to be longer every time I see you.
You've been warned about this, Detective. Don't talk about my facial hair, and I won't talk about yours.
What's wrong with mine? It's perfectly under control. It's trimmed and ready for action.
Grimoire, you're supposed to be investigating a murder. Stop wasting time. Back so soon. What's troubling?
Where are we?
So, where are we? It feels like the middle of nowhere.
It's not a very observant
That's a
detective.
fairly accurate description. We've arrived at a tourist attraction known as Boggy's Bog. Legend has it that a mysterious creature lives in this swamp.
Right, that's Boggy.
Exactly. And in recent years, it seems somebody has tried to commercialize that legend.
The line makes me
And the
sleepy.
swamp itself.
But the owner was the murder victim, wasn't he?
Yes, unfortunately, he'll be unavailable for questioning.
Yeah, I imagine so. Okay, what's this? Notes? Are they notes? Oh, okay. Clues, the police file, which we've already looked at. The suspects. The boss, murder victim, Mr. Remington. We hope you enjoy your visit to Boggy's Bog. I don't know what these mean yet. Oh, it makes a frog noise! Oh, that delights me. Mysterious creature. Oh. Has not been officially cited for 60 years. Suspicious.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
I don't personally think he's going to be suspicious, but just for the sake of the game, we'll keep him on suspicious. Suspicious. His body was found outside his office in the swamp. Received 3 small wounds on his chest. Remington has mysterious slime around his wounds.
Not suspicious.
And this is the fact that his body was found outside. Okay.
Suspicious.
All of that's pretty suspicious. I thought it was saying that he could be a suspect in his own murder, which would be very, very interesting. Okay, and those swaps, but that swaps between those. Don't know what these do yet. Okay, easily clicking on the bio there. Okay.
That's where I need to go. I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
Let's leave those on for now. Huh. Sparkly hints icons. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, lock mode. Oh, I don't actually use the WASD keys or anything. I just click. Okay. Oh, pardon me. I don't have drunk hiccups, I swear. I just hiccup.
Just an odd old tree.
Okay, it doesn't prompt me to click on things, so
Just an odd
you
old...
do have to be thorough.
The fence that seems to surround this entire area.
I was looking on the mushrooms.
The fence that seems to surround...
The mushrooms.
No clues,
Just mud.
No clues. No clues. No clue. No clue.
Nope.
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
Why?
It's an old statue of Boggy.
Notes updated. Oh, not that. Notes are here? Statue of the Boggy character greets visitors at the entrance. His feet are hidden in murky water. Are they typically like that? No clues. Does it mean that there are none? Okay, I guess so.
is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Is it supposed to be memento, not momento? Something else updated. A wooden board shows an image of Boggy being handled roughly by a man dressed as an explorer. Okay. Oh, I see. Alright, let's talk to this girl who's waving at us.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
I've seen you before. You're that weird girl from the fairground. I remember you, but I've been trying to forget. I've never seen you before.
I've never seen you before.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it.
That's a bit
You
of
can
a
wait
burn.
here and
You'll
behave.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder.
It's dangerous to go
Although
alone.
I suppose you
Dangerous.
know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope.
The creature?
He's a different sort of creature.
Wait,
I like her
what do you
animation,
mean?
how she plays
If
with
you-
the
Hmm,
bow
she disappeared.
on her dress.
I might pretend I imagined. The fence that seems to surround...
Okay.
Just an odd... I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to...
Well, why not? Instead of always asking why, sometimes it's best to ask why not. Tourist attraction is called Boggy's Bog. I think we learned that a while ago.
Just my luck, the gate's closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock.
Hopefully.
Then I'll be able to get through this gate.
This isn't
Probably.
a game with difficult puzzles because I'm not very good at them. Okay, looks like a basic labyrinth puzzle. Those I'm not bad at. In theory. Oh yeah. That's easy peasy.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
Good brain exercise.
This is the tourist attraction?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me.
Why not?
Let's do some thinking.
Okay.
Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence.
Oh my goodness. I'm not sure how long I can play tonight. I'm a lot more tired than I thought I was before I started recording. Again, I blame the wine.
Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me.
Did that make sense in the game?
What's the story behind this place?
Can I do that again? Try different combinations? With a fork in the road in front of a large tree. It's an interesting game mechanic.
Note to self, don't fall in.
And look at the little lily pads. I love lily pads because they're associated
Note to
with
self.
frogs.
It's a fork in the road.
How
How
non-linear.
non-linear. There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
And that updated my notes. That's exactly what he said. Okay.
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right.
Let's go to the cafe.
I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
Let's get some coffee, though. Warm you up.
It's a fork in the road. It's a fork in...
Well, if it's up to me, I'm going to the cafe.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Don't give me the option if I can't take it, though, bruh. Protest?
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there. Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait. A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
It's got some nails
A rather
in
prominent
it.
tree stump looming... It's hard to ignore.
So it looks like it was... The pathway was built around it?
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest... I can't... A rather prominent tree stump... It's hard to ignore.
Oh, that's what it's talking about, not the root.
I should visit the crime scene before... I think Officer James...
Do I have
Looks
to
like this
wait before I can get notes for this place? Oh, it's called the protest. Oh, I got one note. Well, maybe things change and I can get more as I go along, because I can't really see anything else to click on. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on the options.
Looks like this path... I can't wait.
Maybe he changes what he says after we do what he says.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction. There's a narrow path here. It doesn't look inviting. Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient one.
True.
This area is kind of empty. I can't see anything worth writing down.
But you never know.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping... If that was...
Constant vigilance.
This area is kind of empty. There's a narrow path here. It does...
Okay, I guess let's just go up here. Ooh, footprints. Weird footprints.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door. And back down into those reeds by the water.
That is pretty suspect. There's also footprints.
There are and back...
normal shoe footprints. Going up and not coming back out.
There are bizarre... And back down. The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look. Maybe I can move some of them out of the way.
I hope I don't get scared. I don't want to get jump scared. Oh, there's a webbed foot. Is it a frog? Is it a frog? Or is it fake toes?
A strange pair of green flippers, badly hidden in the reeds outside the office.
So it was staged. Got a clue. Strange green flippers who left these lying around. Yeah, that's definitely a clue. The outline of the body there.
What's this?
Water's
There's
bubbling.
a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water.
Okay, well, a Loch Ness Monster type creature definitely
I just have to
use
work
that.
out which vine to break and tap that button.
Oh, what are these? Three?
That's the one,
Yay.
but I wonder where this lockpick came from.
A lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Question mark, question mark. Okay.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Richard Remington. Yeah. Slime around the wound and footprints. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp. Yeah. Oh, I see what's changed. They added the... I don't think Boggy is a suspect already after this. Not that I really thought he was anything in the first place.
Not suspicious. There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside.
So it sounds like he could have been thrown out the window.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down.
How about picking the lock?
Maybe if I get desperate later on. It's Remington's office, but I don't think I have a choice. I don't like it here.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Usually murder scenes
There
are
are b-
not
and back-
very comfortable.
I can't get in here.
Okay. I guess I'm going back out. Oh,
Some
Some
suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
I like how just because there's people there, they're suspects. Talk to this dude.
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's
Really
murder.
good voice acting. in this.
Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best. First name? What's a first name? It's my second name. Detective is my first name. I like that one.
It's my second name. Detective is my first name.
What should we talk about? Your job last night. Present a clue, present a profile, and a log. This is like Phoenix, right? Where you have to, they lie, and you have to catch them in a lie by presenting facts that counter what they're saying and get the locks undone.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
True.
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Okay, last night.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night?
Or he was
Just
murdered.
before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
May have been
He
the last
was
one to see
ill
him
yesterday?
alive.
Perhaps it was something he ate.
But you both ate at the cafe. What happens if you prevent
A
stuff?
prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
This really gives me Phoenix Wright vibes.
You should ask someone else.
You don't know anything about Boggy?
Try showing it to somebody different.
It's got nothing. Okay, do you want to see a lockpick?
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's great.
Got no comment.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before.
I should hope not. It's the police file. Okay, I guess we're done with you. But I want to look and see. I already forget. Suspects. Professional cameraman. Tips for unlocking challenge topics. Talk to everyone, examine everything, present clues and profiles. Well, I did that. With what I got anyway. Has worked with Vanderpeer for years. Burl carries his camera around most of the time. Saw Remington leave the cafe looking sick last night. That's it for notes on him. Clarify?
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No, I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't
I was gonna say you don't look very
Who are
busy.
you, anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Vanderpeer,
The famous movie director?
the artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions. That is a very talented beard you've got, at least. I heard your work is going downhill lately. Well, I don't want to insult him. The facial hair is kind of an entertaining running gag, but I really like this response.
That's great. Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too
Sincere
far away to
apologies.
talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Rude. Hey, that looks like the ghost in Haunt the House Terror Town. Am I wrong? Okay, offered to help. Only recently got permission from. Has always had permission from. Forest. Well, you, Vincent Van Pier, only recently got permission from. Presumably Richard Remington? My eyebrows. These are random thoughts. It's a film here in the swamp. Only recently got permission to murder the victim. Yeah.
Vincent Van only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Challenge unlocked. Oh, okay. So I have to answer these correctly to get the challenges unlocked? The challenge topic will not be available when... Oh, talking to Vincent, find the truth. I see what they're used for. Interesting. I like that mechanic. Okay, your job.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he?
Interesting.
So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
That's what he said.
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how?
I imagine
Mean
your
he's
priorities are very
lazy?
different from
He
the
doesn't
average
look lazy.
person's.
He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Interesting information.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burl, right? Did you need him
He
to
said
film
he
for
was
you?
in the cafe.
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night?
By
Here?
yourself?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental
Does that mean Bobby
documentary.
didn't have his
I have
camera
no
in the
interest
cafe?
in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you
Did
see
he
anything at
have
all?
it?
What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject.
true.
One that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see
Especially if you're doing a time
anything
lapse.
useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Was one of the reasons told me that, lied to me because doesn't explain why. Some of the reasons.
Vincent Van told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough.
Oh, thank
What
you.
was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
That was way more difficult for me than it honestly should have been. It's hard to pay attention. I've had some alcohol. Blech. Challenge unlocked. Oh.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past. You tried to film here before, but the camera broke. Remington never found out about your previous attempts. As far as I know, he was
Remington
denied.
has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that? Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm
Really?
sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way. I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
Money.
Right. That's the one.
That's always the one.
I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement
It's
between
extortion.
friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway.
Well, yeah, that should have
Just
been an option
a
for the
favor
first
for a
place.
favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long
It's a
time either.
motive. It's still kind of a motive. Oh, we got footage. Okay, I'm gonna look at that next time. I'm going to have to leave that here because I am a lot more tired than I realized that I am. This is interesting, actually. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't quite expect this. I'm very curious. I actually really like the gameplay. It is reminiscent of Phoenix Wright, which is a game series that I adore. So, yeah, I'm curious to see who done it. Just realized this is another detective game. Am I a detective game player? Tipsy and tired. Good night, thanks for watching.
Bobby Burrell told me
best
that
I got right
Vincent
now.
Van de Peer was nowhere to be found last night. What is that supposed
I
to
don't
mean?
know.